I have previously used this wonderful book when I was reading Wade Real Analysis, but only for like a few problems, maybe to read a little bit, but I never really worked on this book. I have begun to use it and to read it within the context of the Baby Rudin Project, which is in some other playlist in my channel. But I will have a separate playlist for this book because I think as part of the Baby Rudin book, I'll read a good chunk of it, and I would like to read the whole thing someday. I don't know when. So I've already have read the first chapter. I mentioned this in another video, and I looked through the appendices, and I just wanted to show what that looks like. And then continue on. Every time that I read another chapter in this book, I'll add it to the playlist that this is the first video of. And I'm not going to read linearly chapter to chapter because each chapter in this book maps to a different chapter in Baby Rudin. So as I go through the chapters in Baby Rudin, the first 7 chapters right now is the current plan, I'll hit different book chapters. So for example, when I do chapter 1, it maps to chapter 1. But then when I do chapter 2 of Baby Rudin, which is point set topology, it maps to chapter 4. So, and then as I continue to go along, I'll order these videos in the playlist that this is the first video of, as if you were reading the whole book chapter by chapter. And I'm hoping that at some point in the long-term future there will not be any gaps, at least until I believe chapter 11. And I'm not sure when I'll do 12 and 13, but I know for a fact that I want to do the whole book. I think it's a great book. So I'm going to go through very briefly, just for you guys to see, for you fine folks, guys and girls, to see what the book looks like. The print is fairly big, so the pages go by fairly fast. The book is not long on text, but it's got a lot of problems, and I really like that. Also, not only is it really well written, and I love the way the proofs are written. There are some proofs that are in Rudin that are in here that I really like the way it was done here. I especially like, let me point out one of them that I really liked. Let me see if I can find it quickly. If not, I will not waste anybody's time. Yes, the Archimedean property. The proof of the Archimedean property in this book is very clear, and things are explained, I think, in a manner that is much more amenable than the cryptic way in which they are done in Rudin. As you can see, there are just many problems, and at the end of each chapter, the book has hints and notes, and I really like that as well. It has a lot of Putnam questions, so it's got a lot of quirky, weird questions that actually help you understand analysis, and I'm looking forward to attempting those. So yes, that is what I've done so far. I've read chapter 1, and I went through the appendix, which is really all about, are you in the right book? Are you, because, what should you read? Basic. Some people come into analysis, come into this book and a course, and have not had a proofs course. And so this chapter, this appendix is supposed to really help with that. It's got what is analysis and some proof techniques. So this is standard fare for a beginner analysis book for the people who have not had a proofs course. So then so the notebook, of course, in the case of Rudin, I'm showing it here because some of the proofs in what I call TBB are similar to some of the ones so far that I've read in chapter 1, but it's better. I think it's better to read them in TBB. I find that to be the case for at least the ones in chapter 1 that coincide. Now, in the case of the notebook, I'm using the same notebook for multiple books, but I will find in here that after I finished reading some things in Abbott and Rudin, I did read briefly content in TBB, what I call TBB. And so I read very quickly the axioms, the field axioms, and the axiom of completeness, the Archimedean property, which I was showing before, then induction, the rational numbers are dense, and I think this is exactly the same way as it is done in Rudin. Yep, it is. And this is where I stopped.